Frankie is about to... Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Oh my god, it's a spider! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shia, and in today's video I'm doing a book haul. I've gotten a few books lately, and then also part of my subscription boxes and books I've been like dying to pick up, especially a lot of new releases. I'm just probably going to be talking about books that I haven't really brought up in other videos before, like my TBR jar videos and all of that, because I've already given like little synopsis here and there and you already see them in the videos, so what's the point of repeating them? But these are books that I've required over the past few months, since like January, February time, that I have not talked about in other videos just yet. I've gotten a couple of books from a secondhand bookstore. I also got a new Amazon haul that I got, and also I do have a couple of Fairy Loot boxes. One of them is for sure the YA subscription that I get monthly, and also the other one I think is a book that I pre-ordered early last year that finally came out. So I'm excited to unbox these with you guys. But let's get started with the books that I have acquired recently from like Barnes & Noble. The first one I want to talk about is Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. This is another one of her like magical realism book. I talked a lot about my love for the Unmaking of June Farrow last year, and it's one of my top favorite books of 2025. It was such a surprise, and everyone suggested in the comments that I would like Spells for Forgetting if I really like the Unmaking of June Farrow. So I decided to pick this up. I'm not too sure of anything about it. This follows a character named Emery, and then her life changed forever the night her best friend was found dead, and the love of her life, August Holt, was accused of murder. And I guess it's like a murder mystery. Next one is a literary fiction. It's called Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This comes highly recommended. A lot of people are picking this up right now, even though it came out like 2024. Apparently, they say that if you like family dynamic literary fiction books and like the whole entire aspect of that, you would love this. And I love Bright Years by Sarah DeMoff, and a lot of people who read that book went on and picked up Hello Beautiful and loved that too. And this one is about the dynamic of sisters. I know that there's 4 sisters that is featured in this book, but we follow the 2 older ones. One of them, the oldest one, is married, and the other one, I guess like something happens. I guess the husband kind of starts like having a friendship with the second oldest sister, and it obviously is just gonna get messy from there. And I don't know how it's gonna play out and how I'm gonna like this, so we shall see. Next is a book that's been buzzed about for the past couple of months that I've been hearing a lot of good things word of mouth. It's The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. This one is an epistolary novel. It's told through all these different letters, and I love epistolary novels. It's one of my favorite forms of consuming like media. I miss the art of letter writing so much. I remember when elementary school, when we would learn how to write to pen pals that are like all over the country, and then they would send it to our school and we'd read what the other students were like in the other like parts of the world and everything. I loved letter writing so much, and especially since like it's died out since, you know, social media has taken over, text messages, and I heard nothing but amazing things about this. And I think we just follow a character named Sybil, and we learn about her life through all of these letters, and I have high hopes for this one. The next is, I'm pretty much preparing for summer at this point. Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune, I guess, is sort of like a friend to lovers, because this character Frankie is about to... Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Oh my god, it's a spider! Oh no. Oh no. Where'd it go? Okay, I don't know where it went. It's a tiny little spider. I'm not afraid of spiders. It's just bugs in general. I don't like them just crawling around the apartment. It just icks me out. I don't know where it went, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So moving on. Like I said, Our Perfect Storm, I guess, is like friends to lovers, and Frankie is about to get married, and I guess she gets left at the altar, and so George ends up suggesting to her that she go basically like drown out her sorrows, and they go to the honeymoon that she was supposed to have with her husband. Let's see what happens with this. It's supposed to be like a week-long honeymoon, and I hope it's not too insta-lovey, because I know they're probably like best friends, they know a lot about each other. It's just that I just hope it's executed well, because I've been kind of had bad luck with contemporary romances lately, especially favorite authors of mine, so we shall see if this is good. Next 2 are the ones I got from the used bookstore. I've been wanting to read I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. It was like $5, and it's from Bookoff. Bookoff, if like you guys have it in your town, it's not only a used like game store and used video games and used like electronics store, but also there's a whole entire section of used books. I'm so happy I found it there, and it's perfect condition. Whoever like gave this to Book Off like really treated their books well. So happy about that. But yeah, it's a nonfiction, and it basically follows what happens with Jenna McCurdy and her relationship with her mom. Her mom passed away from a sickness a while ago, and she did not have the best relationship with her mom. I think her mom kind of used her when she was growing up in the spotlight. So I'm interested to see and basically hear her voice. And also I'm wanting to incorporate more nonfictions into my reading. And the next one is one that's been on my TBR for a while, Circe by Madeline Miller. I heard amazing things about this. It's a Circe retelling, and again it's like $7, and I love the cover. And so this one is like a Greek mythology, and it follows Circe. I love Greek mythology. I love reading books that are based on Greek mythology and the retellings of different stories. It's not really buzzed about anymore. It was like a few years ago, but I've been interested to pick this up for a while. And the next one, Alice Feeney. I heard amazing things about My Husband's Wife. Everyone's reading this right now. I recently read my first Alice Feeney book, which was Rock, Paper, Scissors. I wanted to get into that first before I picked up this one, because that has been on my TBR for a while as well. And that one I gave like a 3 stars to. It was okay. It's just, I think it dragged a little bit for my particular taste. The twist was really good, but yeah, it's just, it dragged too much. And I like my thrillers to be a little bit more fast paced, so I'm hoping this one will be better than that one with the pacing. This is like basically a nightmare where this girl, she goes out running one day, she just takes her keys, she doesn't take her cell phone, she doesn't take her wallet or anything, which I get paranoid about. Anytime I step out the door and I'm gonna be out for a while, I need my keys, my cell phone, and my wallet, because you never know. Exactly like this. So she goes back to her house, notices that her key doesn't work after her run is done, and then a woman who looks pretty much exactly like her opens the door and tells her, hey, can I help you? And then Eden tells her, oh, I live in this house. And she's like, no, you don't. Her husband comes out of nowhere and says that the girl who opened the door is his wife, and he doesn't know who this person is at the door. So I feel like something nefarious is going on. So I can't wait to see the explanation of this. And then I've been wanting to pick this up too, Weaving Shaw by Heba El-Wasiti. This one is sort of like a gothic mansion, and like, I guess Lena, she can see the dead, and she was hiding from the world, and when her beloved brother Rami falls fatally ill, Lena is placed within the terrible choice: let him die or buy the expensive medicine that will save his life by bartering the only valuable thing she has, her secrets. And then a State of Silence basically makes a bargain with Lena. It takes her to this place called Weaving Shaw, and it's like a gothic manor. I loved the concept of this. I love anything to do with gothic manors and necromancy. I think that's like one of my favorite things to read about during fall time. So I'm picking this up for fall time. I don't know why I pick up books and wait for months to pick them up, because sometimes I feel like if I wait too long to pick them up, then they're gonna go away for some reason. I don't know, but I just like this edition. I have a book buying addiction like everybody else does that reads, so I have this on lock as soon as fall hits, so I can't wait to read this. In the next few, I'm going to talk about our literary fictions. The past few months in my reading wrap-ups and also some reading vlogs, I've mentioned that I am getting more into literary fictions because I love the whole entire like concept of them, and how a lot of them are leaning more towards like family dynamics and, you know, relationship dynamics, and I'm craving that more over like reading a lot of fantasies right now or contemporary romance. Don't get me wrong, I'm still picking up a lot of fantasies. It's still gonna be my #1 genre, but I'm loving literary fictions right now. I've been hearing amazing things about Heart the Lover. This one is by Lily King, and I guess it just follows a character who I honestly don't know. I just know that it was buzzed about and everyone was talking about Lily King's writing, so I want to pick this up. But I heard that the first book that you read is Writers and Lovers. I guess the character who is featured in this is the same character who is in here. I'm confused about the timeline. Apparently this is a future timeline, and then this starts off with like the beginning pre her time here, and then this also takes place after her time here. I don't know. I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to pick this next one up because I want to experience everything about it. So of course I picked them up both, and I heard her writing is amazing, and I'm really having high hopes about Heart the Lover. And the next is a book that I've been wanting to pick up for so long, Remarkably Bright Creatures. It follows like this octopus Marcel. It's more about following the characters who work in this aquarium and the observations they have that includes Marcel. Is very cozy, and also I'm interested to read it because there is the movie coming out soon, I think, with Sally Field. I just feel like it's such a good summer book. I'm interested to see what I think of this. And like I said, I've been picking up more thrillers, and I heard so many unhinged things happen in Best Offer Wins. This character is basically looking for a house. She and her husband have been looking for a house for a few years, for like 2 years I think it is. They've submitted so many bids for houses. They've all been turned down. And finally, she finds this perfect house, literally her dream house. Prior to them putting it on the market, what she does is she decides to befriend the people who live in this house so that they would be interested in selling it to her prior to putting it on the market. I'm interested to see what she does because I heard she does so many unhinged things to try to get this house, and I want to see how it all wraps up. It's like super short. It's under 300 pages, and it's sort of like a, I want to say, thriller suspense. I just love unhinged characters because when you read about unhinged characters, you just wonder, like, how do people like this like survive their life? So we shall see what I think about it. Now moving on to the 2 Fairy Loot books I want to talk about. Let's see. This is my YA book only fantasy book. I do only the YA. I had a chance to get the Romantasy book subscription like a month ago, but I decided to opt out of getting it because I didn't feel like spending that much money on books that I've been having like a okay time with. I've been having a better luck with YA over adult romantasy or new adult romantasy right now. This one though, I'm not too sure about. It's called The Gravewood. It follows vampires, and apparently it's about this girl who is deaf and she needs like batteries for her hearing aid. She has to deal with a vampire to get more batteries for her hearing aid because apparently resources like that are kind of dwindling in this world. I'm going to pick it up and hope and cross my fingers I do like it. We shall see. Maybe it's done better than a lot of the other vampire books I've read, but it's so pretty. Look at that. And then the back is just an extension of the front and the end pages. It's so cheesy looking. I can't wait to read it, in all honesty. It's very cheesy looking. And this is the front, and this is the original cover, I believe. And this is the card that comes with it. And this one is a book I pre-ordered last year. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite series from last year. I pre-ordered the Fairy Loot exclusive version of The Wolf King. I loved The Wolf King from last year, so of course I had to get a special edition of it. Is Callum, and then our 2 main characters, and then another main character that is my favorite. And then the sprayed edges, see the wolf in the castle that she stays at, and then it's like plaid, the bottom and the top. Plaid is significant because they do wear kilts, as you could tell. It looks like a painting. I love it so much. A close-up look of the front. It's so pretty, and I can't wait to have the night prints with it too. That's why I kind of was hesitant to get like the new tradition, like published versions of them. They're pretty and all. I had a feeling that Fairy Loot would come out with it. So let's move on to the last part of my haul. It's like a recent purchase of mine too. I wanted to read a Care Bastone book, so I decided to pick up Ready or Not. And this one is like an accidental pregnancy trope, which I don't think I've read. I've read one that was like kind of accidental pregnancy, but it did happen at the end of the book, so I don't want to say which one it is because it might be a little bit of a spoiler. It's so spring coated. Look how pretty the flowers are at the front. I love the pretty cover. So this was like half a pretty cover buy, but also I have been wanting to pick up Cara Bastone book, and it's perfect for spring, so why not? And next I have one more contemporary romance that I decided to pick up. I wanted to pick up How to Write a Love Story. I read a Catherine Walsh like holiday romance last year. It was so good. I think it takes place in Ireland, I want to say, because she is an Irish writer. It's about this character who her dad passes away, I think, and he's a writer, and so he leaves her manuscript to complete this like best-selling epic fantasy that he wrote, and he wants her to continue it and finish it. And so she has a person named Sam who is a fanboy of like her dad's writing, and so he comes to ask if he can help out with the final novel. I want to read more of her books, like ones that are not themed around the holidays, and it's 334 pages. Probably gonna pick this up sometime during the summertime, so look out for that. And I'm really excited because I really do like her writing. So this next one is this one. I think it's a thriller, suspenseful thriller. This Story Might Save Your Life. I've been seeing this everywhere. I think it was like a book of the month one too, and apparently this 2 friends like have a podcast. So Benny is the other person. He arrives at his friend's like house house and he finds Joy and her husband gone, and like he tries to solve the mystery. And then this next one is, I heard another unhinged thing about it. It's like a mixture of, like, I guess you could say Love Island. I've never watched any Love Islands like shows. There were so many mixed things about it, and it just follows these characters who are part of this reality television, and they have to compete in challenges to get food, appliances, luxury rewards, and the more they play it up for the camera, the more they get like rewards. Some people absolutely hated it. Some people loved it because of like the commentary it makes on like a modern day society also. I just have been wanting to pick it up for a while, so I finally picked it up. And then I have two more. These are both literary fictions. Shark Heart by Emily Habak. This one, I think it's like about a couple, and I guess in this world it's normal for people to turn into animals. The husband ends up getting told that he has a diagnosis that basically turns him into a shark. She basically has to deal with having a shark for a husband. I don't know, like, I heard the writing in here is great. We shall see, because it's such a strange concept. Like, it's not even like magical realism or fantasy. It's just a normal thing, him turning into a shark. So I'm really interested to see how this is executed. And the last one, it's been on my list for 2 years. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I am a video game fan. The first video game I ever played was like one of the Mario installments on my Super Nintendo. This one is a mixture of like literary fiction about these friends who end up like making a video game together, and then something breaks them apart. It talks about the video game industry a lot too, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to pick it up. I'm so excited to read it. But friends, that is it for my haul. It's a lot different haul from like the other books I used to get last year. Majority of it would take up like fantasy, and now I'm looking at it and half of these, like, majority of it is literary fiction, a couple is like contemporary romance, and a couple is thrillers, which is crazy to think because I did not read a lot of these genres last year. But now I'm reading more of them. It's like opens my eyes a lot, and now there's so many books that I want to pick up, and I am trying to work my way through my physical TBR, but I am making my way through it. I've actually really like made my way through a lot of my physical TBR because they have been a part of like a lot of my TBR prompt videos, and so it's been helping me to work my way through, and I thought it deserved to basically like get me new ones. But anyways, that's it from me, friends. Like and subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!